I'm recently divorced after 26 years of marriage, and
I love my husband. I love my kids. And I
Welcome to The Wall. Today we'll see a parade of realities that few dare to speak about. The divorced woman who cries over her loneliness, the single mother who complains about not seeing her kids on weekends, ignoring that this is daily bread for millions of fathers. And most shameless of all, a woman who decides to leave her husband and children to live her life for more than 3 months. We want you to smash that like button and help us reach our goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave your comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and let's get started.
I am recently divorced after 26 years of marriage, and I did like the bulk of the mental load for the household, like all the planning, all the vacations, all of that kind of stuff. So wrapping my mind around not doing that stuff, it's kind of been a little bit of an adjustment period. My kids are leaving tomorrow on a cruise with their dad. And it's been like, I find myself wondering if he's like packed certain things or if he's gotten cash or, whatever. But you know what? It's not my responsibility. I was helping my daughter pack, and that's cool. I will love to help her pack and make sure she has everything she needs, but he's in charge.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The famous term mental load is another feminist invention to play the victim over fulfilling the basics, taking responsibility for their share at home. The irony is that many complain about this load while they're with a man, but when they leave him, they keep doing exactly the same thing, only being less useful. The truth is that this concept is just an excuse not to contribute and to turn any domestic responsibility into oppression. They sell it as if it were some kind of disorder, when in reality, it's simply a refusal to do one's part in a relationship. Just another strategy to blame men for tasks that, in any healthy relationship, are shared without drama.
I love my husband. I love my kids. And I moved to a whole new city, a whole new state rather. Just me, no one else. And I didn't move because I didn't love them, but I finally decided to love myself too. And so for years, like I put myself on the back burner, just being a mom, being a wife, which is great, that's awesome. But, all this time, like I was wearing a smile, but deep down, like I wasn't really happy inside. And so one day I realized that I couldn't keep living a life that made everyone else comfortable while I was crumbling inside. So literally, like I made the most hardest decision like ever, like the most soul stretching decision like ever. And that was to pack my bags and move to Nashville. I actually, one day I just woke up and, I was just like, well, I can't do this anymore. Like, I feel like I need to do something different, like other than what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to find me again. Like I said, cause, I felt like I was losing myself. So anyway, like rewinding, I had actually applied for a position with Vanderbilt. And I ended up getting the position, and they were offering a sign-on bonus as well as a relocation bonus. And yeah, like I got the position and I took it. So anyway, no safety net, like no guarantees, no nothing. I applied for my apartment and everything. Like I literally like got approved for everything like right away. So it seems like everything had just fell into my lap. Like it was what I was supposed to be doing. And because of that, like it really validated my decision to leave. And so I did that. I get to Nashville. I started rebuilding my life. You know, I even like started thinking like of another business endeavor, that I had been thinking about for like the past 5 years, that I never like built up the courage to do. And if you know me, like, I've had businesses. even like just saving money, paying off debt, like rebuilding my credit, like everything. Like I got my stuff back up, which I'm like totally proud of.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
This is the difference between a man and a woman. A man sacrifices himself for the happiness of his family, while a woman sacrifices her family for her own happiness. Can you imagine what that man must be feeling? This is the lowest blow, having to explain to your children why their mom left, watching your entire routine, your sacrifices, and your hard work collapse in an instant, all because of selfishness disguised as self-love. When a woman decides to leave like this, she doesn't just destroy a marriage, she destroys the emotional stability of the entire family. And the worst part is, society applauds her for it.
And now like I'm getting ready to graduate with my master's in public health here in September 5th to be exact. And honestly, like I still have like a long ways to go. Like there's still so much that I want to do. I cried, I prayed, like I healed, and I did a lot, like, and I found me. But like I said, like I'm not done yet. And I'm like so damn proud of how far that I've come. Like you don't even know the half. And I contemplated about whether like I wanted to even share this, you know, cause yeah, like I've always like shared, you know, good news about, you know, certain things happening like in my life, but I've never just opened up and really just shared my truth to people. So this is new for me, and it's definitely like, you know, taking a leap of faith, because this is nothing that I, you know, ever really like imagined doing. But yeah, this is my story. And honestly, like this is for any woman who feels stuck or torn or like scared to choose herself. You're not a bad mom. You're not a bad wife for choosing you. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning love. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your family. It just means that you're making space for the version of you that has been buried so long under obligation. And that's exactly what it was. Like, if you are in your breaking point area, like, girl, I totally see you. Like, I see you. But you just, if that is something that you're wanting to do, like, I would just say pray about it. You know, for me, like, God is the head of my life. And I really sought him like never before, because I mean, God forbid I moved to another state and then, you know, the worst happens, you know, but everything fell into place. And then, you know, even my husband and I, like our relationship got better. It started off like really rocky, but we got better, and, you know, we developed a deeper understanding of each other. And I feel like things are better than ever because I know who I am now, like even more so. Because when we got married, I was a 22-year-old girl. I had a 5-month-old baby, and I didn't know nothing about being grown. And I was just going along with him, just following his lead, you know? And because of that, I really didn't know who I was. Like I said, like I was just going along, you know, just following my man. You know, he was older, and, you know, he had the life and everything. But I had to find like what works for me. And I'm so glad that I did, because yeah, it was literally like the best thing I ever could have done for myself. Because yeah.
Oh, hell no! Me. That's all she'll say. I don't know if women just don't know how to find a purpose. A man is the only one who seeks a life purpose in what he does, but a woman feels the need to destroy what she has to start over with something else. It's always the same pattern. A stable home, a husband who provides, healthy children, loyal friends, and still they say, "I'm not happy." They abandon everything for a mirage of freedom, only to later realize they already had it all and threw it away because they didn't value it. This man, who accepted that, either loves her very much or is a simp, because a woman who leaves my home for 3 months to another state to live her life is clearly no longer my woman.
Men really need to wake up and stop accepting this kind of abuse.
The passive aggression wrapped in prayer hands. What? First off, I'm so glad that I don't feel the need to explain myself to anyone because I'm just gonna say that. But anyway, if you're curious to know more about my story, just ask and I will gladly tell you. And for the record, I've actually been home for like the past couple of weeks. And even before then, I was still very much active in my kids' life. Like literally, I was coming up here to Hot Springs every weekend. They were coming to Nashville. We were rotating back and forth. Like, you know, some weeks I'd come every weekend. Some weeks I'd come every other week because they were coming to Nashville. Like, it varied, like, whatever. But, yeah.
No responsible woman would abandon her children to leave for a job. No woman who loves being a mother is going to put her career above her children. Your attitude says it all. You're selfish, and the comments you're getting are the plain truth. Just like the one in the next video.
So I'm gonna address this, and I'm gonna address it quickly. I just dropped my kids off at school. I shared the information that I shared because I wanted to be open and transparent to women who are following me. And I also, honestly, like, I did it for my own self. Like, I did it for my own personal freedom. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, at first, like, I was ashamed that I felt like I needed to move away for a bit and, you know, be on my own. And it was never like anything permanent, you know? So yeah, like, I sacrificed 3 months to get myself together, like, mentally and emotionally, the way that I felt like that I needed to, even financially. Because like I said, like, a few times in the comments, I went there for 3 months. I cleared my debt, like, stacked my money, and I came back home. Like I said, like, in my previous post, like, I've been home for about 2 weeks now. And I know, like, I don't have to explain anything to anybody, but this message alone has helped so many women. And I know because I received countless messages from other women, like, telling me how brave I am and how courageous, and, you know, how they've always thought about doing the same thing, but they never had the support or never even had the courage. But fortunately, I have both. So yeah, you don't know, like, none of y'all know the particulars of my life. Y'all don't know my family dynamics. You don't know anything about me. So if this post was not for you, like, just continue strolling. Stop fucking projecting. Just stop it. Like, you guys are so mean. Like, how are you comfortable, like, degrading someone on social media that you don't even know? Like, yes, and I made the obvious choice to make this post. And like I said, like, I knew I was gonna receive criticism, but damn, like, y'all dragging, like, y'all dragging me, like, real hard. But that's cool, like I said, because the positivity, like, definitely, like, outweighs the negativity that I received. And I know I've helped so many women with this post, and that's all that fucking matters. And like I said, again, like, I didn't make this post to offer advice to someone or to people, like, to leave their families. Like, I'm all for families staying together. Like, if you can make your family work, like, stay together. And that's literally what I did with my husband. Like, I'm still with my man, like, and I'm with my kids, like. But anyway, I feel like this is, like, totally redundant. But yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck y'all.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'd love it if the husband told her that he needs to find his own happiness and left her with the kids while he went to another state for 3 months for work and to pursue personal goals. Let's see if she would wait for him.
I bet she wouldn't even accept a week. Because she paints it all as a journey of self-improvement, finding her happiness, needing a break, the mental load. In the end, just a bunch of excuses to go do whatever she wants for a few months without anyone bothering her. But then she comes back with the story that she reconnected with the universe and with God, and now she finally has the energy. But as the saying goes, it takes two to tango. If a man allows his woman to leave her home for months to another state on her own, then the problem isn't her, it's you.
Women.
I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but if you just dropped your babies off at your ex's house and you have to do this whole co-parenting song and dance and you're driving away and it literally feels like you can't breathe and every stop sign is taking 155 years and you just can't even understand or fathom how the fuck is this my reality? How is it my reality that I birthed these kids? It doesn't have to just be a mom, it could be a dad too. And it's like this gut-wrenching feeling like you've left something important behind and you just want to turn back and go get them. I just don't even understand. Every single time that this happens to me, I just go into this freaking tizzy and I'm like, this can't be real life. And my mind goes back into everything and how everything has played out. And how did I get to this point? How am I living a life right now where I made these beautiful children and they're not even freaking with me? Does anyone else go through this? Honestly, you can't even call anybody about it because what do they say? My own lawyer said to me, hey, don't get your panties in a bunch about it. Just think now you get to go and be the fun parent. Excuse me? The fuck I do? I'm sorry, sir. I don't want any fucking free time. I don't want to go home and sit there without my kids beside. I have the silence of my house just surrounding my whole brain. That is not fun for me. I brought these babies into the world because I wanted to love, adore, and cherish them. And now here the fuck I am alone and driving away. It's not okay. And it blows my mind that this is a normal thing that we're all just supposed to be okay about. Who the fuck are the court systems when they don't have a great time? Now you have the weekend off. I don't want the weekend off. They are my life. They are my heart. They are my soul. And I want them with me all the time. I know now I'm just supposed to think positive and get all the things done that I couldn't do with them around me. And all this shit. Okay. Yeah, there are positives to it, but I don't need to hear that. If you're out there feeling this way and you just dropped off your baby somewhere to their dad's house or their mom's house or whatever, and you just feel lost and broken every freaking time that you're not alone. And check in here. Comment here, post here, do whatever you got to do in here so that we can all band together and at least be there for each other when we're feeling like this. Because there's no reason that we have to be going through this alone. I know there's other people dealing with this every single time you drop off your kids. It's almost like getting that ding text, the court-ordered texting app that just sets you back. No matter what, you just feel it in your gut as soon as you hear that sound. It's the same shit. And we're all going through it. Let's talk about it. Let's get through it. Let's help each other because I'm so sick of this. And it's not okay.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Welcome to the male reality. You complain about missing 2 days a week while a man loses 5, and that's if the mother doesn't dedicate herself to blocking his visits. Many fathers don't even get to see their kids during the time the law grants them because the mother finds ways to put up obstacles. Imagine going from being the pillar of a family, sharing every day with your children, to being alone in an empty apartment. The man has barely 48 hours, which are spent feeding them, watching them sleep, and returning them the next day. That's why, before complaining about your sacrifices, understand that the real sacrifice is lived by the father who's robbed of the day-to-day with his children.
We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about this woman who abandoned her family? What are your thoughts on being a weekend dad? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from The Wall.